I hear the voice of fate, speaking my name in humble supplication.
It's been a while now. Do you think the mystic Onmyo chamber has finished rearranging yet? Let's go meet up with Xinyan.
Traveler, Paimon! Kujo-Sara has arrived. She's right over there.
What's with all the rushing back and forth? Guess she doesn't trust us after all.
The situation's getting complicated. Let's have a word with her first.
Thank you again for your help this entire time. I've brought reinforcements. It would seem that the most critical moments are behind us. So from here on out, if we can hold this path, we should be able to repel the monsters. If any do escape, we can corner them in the Araumi region. The loud noises we heard earlier were probably the result of large numbers of mechanisms. We're ready and waiting for an opportunity to storm the domain.
Why don't you station troops closer to the domain?
In our last operation, our samurai didn't think to maintain a certain distance. When the monster suddenly attacked, they had no choice but to beat a hasty retreat. Once is an oversight, twice would be a grave error. I won't allow such things to happen again.
Oh, Paimon gets it now.
I will return to the Kujo encampment and plan our defenses for the other regions. It took some time, but the Tenryou Commission has assumed full control of this area. With all my heart, I thank the three of you for your assistance. Your promised rewards are not forgotten. Miss Xinyan, please take this letter. Enclosed is a travel permit that I processed personally for you. I applied for the longest duration available. I hope you can use it this time to really get to know Inazuma. I've also arranged your accommodation. Simply follow the instructions in the letter when you're back in the city.
Oh, wow! Free boarding and unlimited travels across Inazuma? I don't know what to say.
It's the least I can do.
Thank you, ma'am. I know you're real busy, but if you do get a day off and I'm still here in Inazuma, please come and see one of my street performances.
I must tell you that I never did develop much of a taste for songs and music. But given everything you've done for the Tenryou Commission, I will certainly attend your performance if the opportunity arises.
Well, that's Xinyan's biggest worry taken care of.
Not quite. My biggest worry is still Shiki Taisho. What comes next has nothing to do with me. As a friend, I must go back and help. Not to mention Red. Traveler, we gotta go back and save him, right? Then let's go. We'll need to meet up with Shiki Taisho in secret first.
Xinyan, Traveler, Paimon. A general just passed through here. She was leading a team to investigate the area.
Her name is Kujo-Sara. She's from the Tenryou Commission.
Kujo-Sara? Why haven't I heard of her? I think I remember hearing the name of the Supreme Commander of the Tenryou Commission once. It was a man called Kujo... something. What was it again? I can't remember his name. but I do remember that Haranosuke played chess with him.
Haranosuke sounds like someone important.
Let's save the chit-chat for later. We need to sneak back into the Onmyo chamber before anyone sees us.
Oh, right. We still gotta find Childe. Let's go.
All right. Everyone, follow me.
Oh, here you are.
So, is this everyone? You guys had me waiting for quite some time. Let me tell you, you missed out on some incredible action. Quite the pity.
Look at this guy. Not a scratch on him.
Were you guys worried about me? You must have a lot of faith in my abilities. As a comrade and old rival, you should know that unexpected combat situations are my bread and butter. Anyway, when the domain was rearranging itself, the rooms were moving up and down. The monsters were scattered all over the place. I had so much fun fighting them these last few days. I even came across a few replicas. They should contain more power and memories.
Better late than never. Hurry up and fuse with them, Shiki Taisho.
The residual power in these replicas is limited. I can only regain a fraction of my memories.
Not enough? Then I guess it's on with the plan. We need to venture deeper into the domain.
Wait, the domain already rearranged itself. The route we discovered is useless now.
Don't worry too much. There's a pattern to the rearrangement. I should be able to find the way. If I'm not mistaken, we should head in that direction.
Wait a second. Paimon has a question. Shiki Taisho, didn't you just say that the power left in the replicas wasn't enough? You still don't have all your memories. So how would you know if you were heading in the right direction? Last time when we followed you through that door, we were sent out of the domain, which means not all the doors in this place are real. What if you still can't tell the difference? We might end up somewhere super dangerous.
I can completely understand your reservations. Unfortunately, I'm still unable to give you a compelling answer. Would you believe it if I said that it's an intuition I have as the overseer here?
Not really.
I can see why you're worried, Paimon, but our only option is to trust Shiki Taisho as our guide. Otherwise, all we can do is stand here and wait. Besides, we'll be even more lost if the domain rearranges itself again.
You seem to be more anxious this time around. Let me guess. Trouble on the outside? As far as I understand it, Inazuma's situation is still far from stable. A domain like this would likely fall under the Tenryou Commission's jurisdiction, but they're spread too thinly at present. There's a lot that still falls outside of their control, which means that you guys are here as support, and it's very likely that the Tenryou Commission made the request. So, you're receiving their orders. In that case, knowing their style, they're probably planning a lethal assault on the domain to crush everything in their path. If we don't find Shiki Taisho's memories before that happens, then it's possible we never will. Hence the increased anxiety, right?
Is this all part of your scheme?
It's true, there are indeed matters that I'm investigating, but it's not what you might think. We can talk about that later. Let's make sure we deal with our own problems first. Now then, Traveler, you and I are hardly strangers, and I see no reason for me to lie to you. After arriving in Inazuma, I discovered monster tracks in the surrounding areas, and so I followed them into the domain. It would appear that this place is some sort of combat training ground. There's nothing but fighting and slaughter to be had here. Needless to say, it's been an enjoyable experience for me. I feel quite at home. This may come as an unpleasant surprise to Miss Xinyan and Shiki Taisho, but I'm not someone who cares for allegiance and affiliation. Good and evil, right and wrong, duty and destiny. Are these things really so important? Are they really more appealing than the euphoria of battle and close combat?
You got fighting in your veins, that's for sure. Well, brother, what is it you're trying to say?
Nothing in particular, but I am telling you that we should venture forward bravely. Don't fear the monsters that lie ahead. If you're not up to the task, I will happily take your place in crushing all that come before us. Then the burden of the slaughter will be mine and mine alone. Because fighting is what I'm best at.
Don't look at Paimon! We're going, okay? We're going!
No time to lose.
Enhanced animal level 75.
No time to lose. Bring it on.
Absorption test. Oh, it's revealed myself. Let's dance.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Animal test 6308. Absorption test. Sora, Mark 2. Help protect us. By royal decree. Animal test 6308. Shadow Raven, let night fall. Let the show begin. Stand clear.
The mind of our master is righteous and broad. Our enemies flee at the sound of our sword.
Is that a song?
It's a ballad that was once passed down by samurai through the ages. They fought alongside my rebel. And through the power of charm magic, that song is now a part of me. The emotion of that time is with me too. Something's coming back to me. Echoes circulating. It's the emotions and voices that they left in my memory. Some of them were scared, some were discontent, others were eager to join the fray, yearning for battle through day and night. The lead samurai addressed Aranosuke as Master Kamura. He had unyielding respect for him, and always acted on his advice. Strange. What was their purpose in continuing to fight here?
Incinerate! Invisible evidence! Motion to compel!
No time to lose.
Let's dance. Incinerate.
Riptide. Come on.
Motion to compel. Incinerate. Flag of the flame. Motion to compel. Look at you, Booyah.
You can run, but you can't hide. No time to lose.
Shake the ass, skirt. Incinerate. Time for your arraignment.
Bring it on. No time to lose.
Shake the ass, skirt. Motion to compel.
Riptide.
It's a jury.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Shake the ass, skirt.
Bring it on. No time to lose.
Finally, the last room. It hasn't been easy.
This room is very close to the deepest part of the Onmyo chamber. We would watch martial artists from all over Inazuma. They would drink here and celebrate, shouting, "Now we too have the power to defeat the strongest monsters."
So you and Kamina Harunosuke brought samurai here to eradicate monsters?
That is one possibility. Among many, perhaps it was all just a ploy by Harunosuke. Maybe recruiting those samurai and ordering them to eradicate the monsters was all in aid of regaining control of the Onmyo chamber.
Sounds a lot like something Tartaglia would say.
Hey, I can have positive assumptions too, you know.
I'm just trying to make a logical guess. I don't mean to offend anyone. My memory is still incomplete, but there's less and less gaps to fill. What's more, I sense that if we continue forward, we might just come face to face with Harunosuke himself.
But this Onmyo chamber was built ages ago, wasn't it?
Wait, Traveler, you're not about to...
Looking at your expressions, this must be something serious.
We don't need to get too serious though, right? It's eerie enough down here without adding more tension into the mix. Alright, here goes. In the very beginning, all we heard was that monsters had escaped from a domain. We came straight here along with Samurai from the Tenryo Commission. When we met you, you didn't know anything about the domain or where you came from, and we believed you. We had our reservations, but we trusted Xinyan. She took you at your word, and we decided to work together. As we ventured deeper and deeper into the domain, it seemed like truth was just around the corner. But even now, we still can't be sure whether this domain was created for evil ends. You never know what you'll find in a chest until you open it. And now we've arrived at that moment. We need to be ready for whatever it contains.
I don't like seeing folks forced into a corner like this. But it's like the Traveler says. We gotta be ready to take responsibility for each other.
I see. So the time has come for me to make a choice. Until now, I had my doubts about why you had decided to help me throughout all this. Even if we've only spent a few days fighting in each other's company, we should have no reason to hide anything. I'm afraid that barring new information, it's impossible for me to make any guarantees. I want to believe in Haranosuke, but after all these years, perhaps he's changed. Maybe my memories were never real to begin with. I am just a Shikigami, created by an onmyoji, with nothing more than a few fragmented memories to my name. Our bond is one of trust. My bond with Haranosuke is one of responsibility. As my creator, I have a duty to follow him. And if he does turn out to be evil, then my destiny will be his to control, if I am able. I wish to retain the kindness in my heart until the very end. But a weapon cannot betray its master's will. If he was able to create me, then he is able to control me. So, if Haranosuke and I go on to cause harm to others, I trust that you will provide a fitting end for the two of us.
Great! Leave all the heartbreaking decisions for us, why don't you? Still, that was an honest and inspiring speech. Good enough for Paimon. What do you think?
Wait, were you two planning this line of questioning all along?
Not bad at all. You were testing to see whether there were still missing fragments from Shiki Taisho's memory. Ah, you've grown, Traveler.
What do you mean, testing? This was all an orchestrated collaboration. Successful teamwork. It's like Xinyan said. She has her way of confirming trustworthiness, and we have ours. Besides, this was a chance to let Shiki Taisho know that even if he's still unsure of the big picture, we're still willing to place our trust in him.
Shiki Taisho refrained from claiming an allegiance, which sounds like the actions of a real comrade to me. Warning us of the potential threat was an act of true responsibility.
Well, I'm also...
Well, even good guys lie and manipulate at times, and bad guys have their own doubts and misgivings. The fact that you were able to give an answer so cruel to yourself could only mean that you've truly made up your mind.
It's just like Xinyan said. What was it you said again?
Could you give me a hint?
Oh, got it! It's an honest language that touches the truest depths of the heart.
Word for word, huh? Your memory ain't so bad after all, Paimon.
Well then, has our pre-combat session concluded? If so, let's get going.
Shiki Taisho, try not to worry. We're here for you.
I know. And I will do my best not to cause you guys any trouble.
Trouble's fine, as long as we can win in the end.
Before we get ahead of ourselves, we need to be ready for an even worse scenario. Imagine if this door isn't the way to the innermost depths of the domain, but just another mechanism.
Shut up! Don't
I'm just exploring the what-ifs. There's no guarantee that it won't happen, right?
Unfortunately, if that is the case, I don't think I'll be able to prevent it in my current state. I'm sorry, but I still don't have full control over this place yet.
Personally, I wouldn't really mind. This place is a combat haven. It can rearrange itself another 10 times for all I care.
Paimon isn't listening! You can have fun here by yourself when all this is over!
Well, if the domain does rearrange itself again, you should watch your backs and try and stick together.
And you'll be off on another solo combat mission, I assume.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'll be making the most of it.
Darn it! We've been kicked out again!
No, we need to make sure Red keeps his mouth shut next time. His jinxes are right on Lamora.
Paimon's sick of this domain. Kamina Haranosuke is a scaredy cat. He's too afraid to face us.
Still, it's lucky that Red and Shiki Taisho remained inside. This place is crawling with Tenryo Commission samurai. Well, same as before, I guess. Let's wait for the domain to rearrange and then go find them. Until then, we should stay hidden. We wouldn't want the Tenryo Commission to see us wandering around.
Next time, we have to chase Kamina out of his hiding spot.